welcome to VIP Shorts. Imagine a world where the stories of remarkable women are not just told in history books, but carried with us every day, in our wallets, our purses, and our hands. Across the globe, a select few extraordinary women have been immortalized on the very banknotes that fuel our daily lives. These women were trailblazers, visionaries, and warriors who defied the norms of their time, leaving an indelible mark on history. Today, we are deep diving in their legacy by exploring the powerful stories behind the faces on these currencies, reminding us that true value isn't just measured in wealth, but in courage, determination, and the ability to inspire future generations. Lady Kwali, country Nigeria, currency period 1925 to 1984. Appearing on the Nigerian 20 naira banknote, Lady Kwali was a potter and ceramicist who worked using a traditional, ancient technique known as coiling. Kwali's work stood out as being particularly special for the way it combined indigenous and Western pottery traditions and was often highly decorative and beautiful. She was revered as an artist in Nigeria and across the world, with her work being on display in major institutions like the Smithsonian and the British Museum. Rose Chibambo, country Malawi, currency period 1928 to 2016. Featured on the 200 Kwacha banknote since 2012, Rose Chibambo was a politician in the British Protectorate of Nyasaland before the state became independent Malawi in 1964. As a politician and activist, she is credited with organizing the women's movement for independence in Malawi and heading up the Women's League. She was arrested by British forces in 1959 for her anti-colonial activism just 2 days after she had given birth to her daughter. In 1964, Malawi became independent and Chibambo became a minister in the new government. However, clashes with the new president saw her exiled from Malawi. Chibambo returned to Malawi in 1994, where she became involved with a number of charitable, political, and religious organizations. Kate Shepherd, country, New Zealand, currency period 1847 to 1934. Originally from Liverpool, Kate Shepherd is one of the featured figures on New Zealand's dollar banknotes. She emigrated to New Zealand in the 1860s and in 1885 joined the New Zealand Women's Christian Temperance Union. A couple of years later, she became head of the organization's suffrage movement and began to fight for the rights of women to vote. Shepherd believed that women should not be confined to traditional female roles and organized petitions, lobbies, and public meetings to further the movement. In 1893, largely due to her determination, New Zealand became the first nation to grant women the right to vote. Do, country, Tunisia, currency period. Unknown, Queen of Carthage was the first woman to feature on Tunisian currency when she was incorporated into the design of the 10 dinar banknote in 2005, though it remains unclear whether Dido was an entirely mythical figure or whether she had some basis in history. She is said to have been the founder of the ancient city of Carthage, now in Tunisia. Dido, most famously, fell in love with the hero Aeneas according to Virgil's epic. Tamar, Georgia, currency period C1160. 1213. Adorning the 50 lari banknote of Georgia is Tamar, Georgia's greatest medieval queen. During her reign, the country experienced a golden age, expanding its borders and political influence, defending itself from foreign threats, and overseeing a cultural renaissance. As a female monarch, Tamar faced opposition from the powerful men around her who tried to reduce her authority, but she stood her ground and succeeded in consolidating her throne. As a result of all her successes as queen and the prosperity she presided over, Tamar holds a special place in Georgian history and was eventually canonized in the Georgian Orthodox Church. Adela, country Paraguay, currency period 1865 to 1868 and 1902 to 1938. Born in Paraguay during the War of the Triple Alliance, the Sperati sisters were brought up in Argentina after seeking refuge there. In 1890, Adela, the oldest sister, returned to Paraguay to help the country rebuild in its post-war era, and having taught reading and writing in Argentina, set about establishing an innovative education system. Adela was joined by Celsa, and together they founded a school that trained other teachers and educators. Anna Ancher, country Denmark, currency period 1859 to 1935. Anna Ancher was born in Skagen on the Jutland Peninsula of Denmark and later became part of the Skagen artists' colony located there. Influenced by the visiting painters to Skagen from an early age, Ancher honed her own artistic talents and attended a private art school in Copenhagen. She made a name for herself in the Scandinavian modern breakthrough movement, painting scenes of everyday life. Ancher appeared on the Danish 1,000 kroner banknote alongside her husband Michael. Elizabeth II Various, currency period 1926 to 2022. Potentially the most famous woman in the world until her death in 2022, Elizabeth II served as the British Queen for a whopping 70 years and 214 days. Becoming monarch at the age of 25 in 1952, Elizabeth was not only Britain's queen, but also the head of the Commonwealth, which meant she held significant positions in a number of countries. She has therefore been featured on currencies in countries ranging from Australia to the Bahamas and holds the Guinness World Record for being the person whose portrait has appeared on the most banknotes in the world. Elizabeth II's face has appeared on more than 100 currencies from more than 20 countries and overseas territories. In short, it marks a significant step towards honoring the legacy of extraordinary women who have shaped our world, ensuring their stories are remembered and celebrated for generations to come. By featuring these influential figures on banknotes, nations pay tribute to the impact and achievements of women, embedding their importance in the very fabric of everyday life. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying the content here on VIPShorts, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your support helps us keep bringing you more exciting and entertaining videos. Thanks for being a part of the VIP family.